Third and final heat race rolling out on the grid right now. Coming up next will be two 10-lap heat races for the semi-drivers. So those semi-drivers need to be strapped in or ready to go. You'll be at the conclusion of this 8-lap heat race. Two heat races for the semi-trucks on the high banks here tonight. So final heat race now for the Crown Vics. Katie St. Clair on the inside of row number 1. So Connor Gerald on the outside of her in the number 44 machine. Now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right behind Katie St. Clair, it's her brother, James St. Clair. So how about that? Having your brother right on your bumper here in heat race number 3 in the number 70 car outside Devin McKinsley's number 10M. And then Don Fassett, the driver, veteran driver, also competes at the Great American Stock level. And also Rodney Stice is 14 back there as well. One to go at the line. Last 8-lap heat race. Semi-drivers, you should be staged for your first heat race. Semi-drivers, you should be making your way back to staging. Lights out on the pace truck as we get ready and set to go green for our third and final heat race for the Mike's Mufflers and Brake Crown Vic division. Two by two down the back straightaway. Katie St. Clair and the number 44 machine. Gerald Connor as we get ready and set to see the green flag outside turn number 4. These were your lowest 10 qualifiers. .619 of Garrett Roby did not get a qualifying time here this afternoon. That's why he's back there. 68 of Paul Hartledge going to elect to just ride around and get a little practice laps. He's going to ride shotgun as we have green flag, as the 44 did not fire too well. That's going to allow Katie St. Clair to pull away in that number 181 car. Now Devin McKinsley back to the second spot. He will come up and pass the number 44 of Connor on the inside. Everyone jockeying for position right now, especially for the number 4 spot, is Rodney Stice up on top of the number 77 of Person. So now Devin McKinsley up on the high side. He'll take to the number 1 spot. He'll lead lap number 1. Everyone else in tow as they go down the front straightaway. Katie St. Clair trying to hold on to the number 2 spot. She doesn't. She will fall back to the 3rd. And Rodney Stice getting a good run as well as he's on the high side. Person in the 77s down low. 51 of Fassett up on the high side. And really a big position for the number 2 spot is 5 cars battling for the number 2 spot right now, headed down the front straightaway. This could get interesting fast as Don Fassett now in the middle of Stice and St. Clair as they head outside turn number 2, rushing down the back straightaway. Person 77 pushes in high. Here comes Fassett. He goes up the track, and the 44, he will clear him coming down to the front straightaway. While all this is going on, that's going to allow Devin McKinsley's number 10M machine to pull away now as Don Fassett finally gets by those two, the 44 and the 14 of Rodney Stice. Be the halfway point this time by 4 laps down, 4 laps to go here in Crown Vic Heat Race number 3. So they head off down the front stretch once more. Devin McKinsley still opening up his gap as you see it right now on Dirt 2 Media's double box. You see the leader there at your bottom right. It is Devin McKinsley's number 10M machine as he comes outside turn number 4, and you can see at the top left of the screen the battle is for the number 2 spot back there. Or I should say the number 3 spot now, as the 51 of Don Fassett now pulls the gap between him and the 3rd place car, which right now is Rodney Stice's 14. So it looks like Rodney Stice will get in front of the 44 of Connor. Here comes the 77 of Person now battling inside. He's going to take over that number 5 spot. James St. Clair, Garrett Roby, Tim Smith, Katie St. Clair, and Paul Hartledge going to pull off now as he enters pit road, PNC pit road. So as you see the gap, all Devin McKinsley's got to do is keep it straight from here. He has almost a half a track gap between him and second place Don Fassett. And off turn number 4 right now, he's going to see the white flag for the Tim M of Devin McKinsley. So good battles all the way around the track as Devin McKinsley makes his final trip down the back straightaway. He'll go down into turns number 3. Smooth sailing over to turn number 4, and outside turn number 4. It's going to be Devin McKinsley parking in victory lane in heat race number 3 here tonight at Salem Speedway. Battle for the second spot, but a little bit time short on the number 14 of Rodney Stice. It's going to be Don Fassett, second place, and Rodney Stice running out your top 3 cars here in Crown Vic heat race number 3 here at Salem Speedway. Once again, heat race number 1 for the semis. You should be back there in staging. Heat race number 2, you need to be right behind them. Your 10-lap heat races are coming up next. Devin McKinsley's going to park it down in victory lane. He'll take his helmet off and receive his heat race win trophy. So the S&M Pressure Washing and Painting, Nick Bohannon LLC, number 10M entry of Devin McKinsley is going to get everything unstrapped, and he'll take his helmet off here shortly. There he is, race fans. Helmet is off. Let's give him a round of applause. Devin McKinsley parks it in victory lane here in heat race number 3 for the Mike's Mufflers and Brakes Crown Vics.